The best hairbrush you have ever seen on the planet. This is from Calista. Maria McCool, who has brought us Calista for many years, has reimagined a hairbrush. Here, take a look at this. You're gonna get all three. But can your hairbrush flex to your scalp? Will it not tangle no matter what you do? This is one of the best hairbrushes because you could use it wet or dry. This is one of my favorite ways to comb out all my snarls and tangles. Even with my textured hair, I do it when it's wet in the shower with Maria's Juice Mask. Then you can massage your scalp. You can use it dry, and if you're gonna blow out your hair, you get the most amazing volume. This brush has been wildly popular this week. Now today, it's on free shipping and handling. You're gonna get all three. You're not choosing, which I personally love as a family with a son who needs a hairbrush, myself and my daughter, or for you, you keep one in the shower, one you use for dry, and then one's in your handbag for on the go. This should cost you $66. And I remember around the holiday season, I was looking to get a smoothie brush for my daughter for Christmas, and we were sold out of the trio. So I went to Maria's website and her salon, and one cost $22. You're gonna get all three now for $29.98. A700400 is gonna be your item number here. Come on over with me because I wanna introduce you to Ashley. Ashley Shook, and Ashley works very closely with Maria in her salon. Ashley, it's so good to see you. We've seen you in studio on our chats, and so it's really exciting for you to talk about the hairbrush. When has like a hairbrush been so different? I mean, Maria kind of turned it upside down. What is the smoothie brush?
Well, I will say Maria really hit it out of the park with the smoothie. As you can see, this is nothing like any other hairbrush that you have. This flexibility of the spine is what allows the brush to work with your hair instead of against your hair. Not only is the brush flexible this way, but it's also flexible this way. This is going to allow for the brush to be very gentle. In addition to that flexible spine, you also have these flexible bristles. This is so important for when you're detangling your hair, when you're volumizing your hair. This is what's going to help to gently give you lift, gently get out any knots that you have. And Maria really went above and beyond when she put these softball tips on the top. This is what's going to make this brush an amazing scalp massager. And also, these aren't going to fall off because it's all one piece. I'm going to show you here on lovely Ursula's hair. When you get your smoothie brush home, how you're going to get lift in your hair is you're going to just take this brush, you're going to go right to the scalp, and you're just going to lift up. And as you can see, it's really holding right onto, the bristles are holding right onto her hair. I'm able to lift, to over direct. And as you can see, I'm not flattening out her hair. I'm not losing any volume here.
So you can lift it as you're drying.
Exactly.
To get that
and I actually
volume.
have a little dryer here. You're just going to go right in, and you're going to lift. And as you can see, these bristles are holding right onto her hair. And I'm going to go slow so you can really just see how they flex with her hair. They're not pulling on her hair. If you were to use a stiff, bristled, heavy brush, this would flatten her hair right out. So you're just going to use your blow dryer just like this. You're going to continue around your hair. I'm going to see Ursula's before here, so you can just see all this volume.
It almost becomes a hair tool.
Yes.
All you need is your blow dryer and your smoothie brush, especially if you're taking like a weekend away to a hotel. You may have one of Maria's travel hair dryers, but if you don't and you're using the one at wherever you're staying, all you need to bring is your smoothie brush.
Yes, you're exactly right, because you're going to be able to use it when your hair's wet, when your hair's dry. It's small, so it fits anywhere that you need it to fit.
Okay, and you fill a zip code, Ursula. Like
seriously.
And notice as you're brushing it too, Ashley, there's no teasing. It is because you've used the comb. Or I should say the brush, the smoothie.
And it's not collapsing her hair. If Ursula was to use a heavier brush, she would lose all this gorgeous volume that she has in her hair.
These are, first of all, you're gonna get 3 brushes. Normally, one smoothie brush is $22. You do get 3 different colors. So maybe for a family like myself, my son has a very long mullet he's been working on for a year. So he has the black, he likes to brush his own hair, right? So he has the black, I use the white in the shower, and then my daughter uses that rose pink. Or it's a wet, it's a dry, and it's an on the go. But for under $30, actually, I don't think this was on free shipping and handling this weekend. It's on free shipping and handling today.
Oh my goodness.
Over 20,000 just this past week have been spoken for. Okay, so let's talk about wet hair, because more than half of our quantity is gone. This is a really good time to make sure you get this hairbrush. Why is this so much better than a comb when you're using wet hair and you're detangling.
So because of these flexible bristles, I'm gonna actually start at the top. Normally we'll tell you to start at the bottom, but just for demonstration purposes, I just wanna show you how incredible these bristles are. As you can see, I am going right through Jen's hair. Look at the top here, how it's just smoothing her hair out. Look under here how she's still got, I wanna show you these bristles in here, how they're really flexing with her hair. I'm not having to put a lot of effort into this at all. You can see her hair is not breaking, it's not snapping, her head's not being jerked backwards.
Right.
It's just going through so smoothly. And you can just see how the bristles are working with her hair and with the shape of her head. When Maria designed the smoothie brush, she designed it with this gorgeous curve here. This is what's gonna allow every single bristle to touch your scalp.
Yeah.
So as you're combing through your hair, whether it's in the shower, whether it's out of the pool, especially summer, you get that salty hair at the beach, your hair gets tangled, you're gonna wanna keep this in your beach bag to detangle your hair. So this way, you're not being rough on your hair. When your hair's wet, it's in its most fragile state.
Yeah.
So you really want to be intentional by using the smoothie brush on your hair to detangle. Those flexible bristles are going to be a game changer. And here's the real kicker. Literally, look at this brush. There's not a clump of hair in here.
Oh my gosh.
It did. You know, sometimes you brush your hair.
Right, and there's so much hair, right? See, that's the biggest telltale of a great brush. But Ashley, you said it so well because our hair is at its most fragile place when it is wet, and that's why a hairbrush can be one of the #1 culprits of breakage. If you really struggle with fine, brittle hair, you gotta keep every little hair on that head.
Exactly.
You need the smoothie brush. These have been so popular this week. They are now on free shipping and handling. You will get all 3. I think there's like over 500 customer reviews on this one. You love the smoothie brush because whether you have fine, brittle hair, or maybe it's you or your daughter or your granddaughter has got a lot of hair. Yeah, this
Well,
is
and
what,
I'm so
I think if
glad-
you've heard like the crying tears of
Yes.
a mom trying to get her daughter to brush her hair.
Yes.
That is exactly why I own
Well,
this
and I
smoothie.
love that you brought up, you know, daughter's hair. If you have a daughter or a granddaughter that has long hair like myself, Maddie, or Allie, and you struggle brushing hair, I want to show you. If you're thinking this brush is too small for you to fit all of your hair or your daughter's hair in here, I have all of Maddie's hair in this brush with one hand.
Get that.
And it's not pulling, it's not tangling, I'm not yanking it through her hair.
Right.
And I just have to show you her before here. So Maddie put all these gorgeous perfector curls in her hair. This has given her such body and fullness with the perfector, but the key here is when you want to soften those curls just a little bit, you're able to do that with the smoothie without brushing out those curls. So as you can see in her before, when she's not using the smoothie brush and she's not curling her hair's flatter. But with the smoothie, it's really giving her more fullness, more body. And again, we're not losing any of those curls.
Right.
It's actually helping to revolumize and refresh her curls as I'm brushing through. I think the real kicker here is when you see the back.
And look, I mean, the shine too, even as you're brushing.
Yes.
The brush makes all the difference.
Right.
If you are looking to not only protect your dry and, you know, fine hair, you got to use a smoothie brush. If you have a lot of hair and it's like painful, and as you're brushing, it's like you can hear the brush like ripping through the snarls, that's a no-go. You're breaking your hair and you want to protect it. You get 3 of these. So I love it because I keep one in the shower because I brush
Me
my
too.
hair when it's wet as a curly haired girl. And then my daughter has one that she uses dry. My son also uses one, but one in the shower, one in the bathroom vanity, and then your one on the go. It's $30. Right, over 21,000 spoken for. We're down to this trio color combo, the rose, the pearl, and the black, but over half of our quantity is already gone. I went searching for this last year for Christmas to help Santa and put it in the Christmas stocking. Couldn't find it. Had to go to Maria's salon, and it was $22 for one. You get 3 for $29. So grab this. It's all about, yes, having great hair, but a tool that's volumizing. You can use it wet or dry. Ashley, thanks so much for being with us this early morning. Wonderful job this morning on one of our favorite brushes. Plus, you can also use it as a microphone when you sing in the shower.
Exactly. That's what my son likes to do.
Really important. Hey, I want to invite you, join us on QVC.com because all beauty right now is shipping for free. This is a really great time to stock up. As being one of the best places to buy beauty because of the values we offer, you can stock up on some of your favorites today on QVC.com. But we're starting our morning with Get Ready Gorgeous, and one of my favorite ways